I love this room. It's so cool. So I only got to film one video today, like one clip, and I figured that is not good enough. So considering I'm not seeing the horses or anything like that today, and it's already like getting late and I'm probably just gonna go to bed because I've had very little sleep, I thought I would ask Instagram if anyone had any questions about my horses and stuff. Oh, hello Tommy. Hello Tommy. This is my sister's dog if you guys haven't met him before. He's so cute. He got shaved because it's hot. Hello Tommy. Are you excited? There's people around. But my sister's going to be watching from her house because she can see me. Anyway, I got 46 questions. I think I'm going to answer half now and then half in a later boring vlog or something, because I'm sure there'll be another one. So, someone you look up to as a rider. Probably my ex-coach. Around here, my ex-coach, Megan Jones. I look up to her a lot as a rider. I also look up a lot to Edwina Tops-Alexander. She's so good and she's an Australian rider. I also like, I don't know, Reed Kessler, Beezy Madden, all of them, all the very like generic ones. I also used to love Penelope Leprovos. Sorry, just crucified that name, but then that whole like scandal came out where the horse like almost fell over and then she kept like whipping it. How you go about conditioning a young horse as a show jumping / event prospect. I do have a lot of videos on my main channel that are to do with that because I had to do like a research project to do with that. So, and I feel like I've answered this a lot. I have some, I think, pictures or something on my Ask FM of how I conditioned Jerry probably like 2 years ago, and I don't know, it's a very complicated answer. It's something that you need to like watch videos and stuff for, or like read books. I have a book that's called like Conditioning the Event Horse, and that's what I went off. What was your biggest achievement so far in riding? I don't know. I guess to go by like wins and things, probably getting to 1 star, because I just did not expect that I would at all with Jerry, and especially at the beginning. I mean, obviously when I got to pre-novice I'm like, well, he could probably go 1 star, but I didn't ever expect it when I first got him. And Dexter is probably winning the 5 bar at Mildura, as much as it was like a small show and it was like a small entry number. It was like insane to be able to do that when he is still fairly inexperienced and hasn't really been to that many shows, to be honest. Goals with your horses. I actually answered on Ask FM this. I wanted to do with Jerry a CCI 1 star, which is like Melbourne's 3-day event pretty much. That's kind of the goal for me. And then medium dressage with him as well, because he started changes and he's pretty good at them. Young horse dressage with Pino, and that's just like prelim level, which would be really good for him because he's like 4 years old. And then a 120cm show jumping show with Dexter. Tips for getting your own horse. To be honest, I was literally just like to mum and dad like every single day, I want a horse. Hey, guess what, mum? I want a horse. Hey, guess what, dad? I want a horse. I want a horse. I want a horse. For like a year. So yeah. Would you ever do something like camp drafting or polo cross? I don't even know how I'd go about that sort of thing. Like, I'd be interested to try it, but I don't know how I would get into it because I'm just so far away from those equestrian sports, if that makes sense. When and where you first started riding? I first got on a horse 20 minutes ride away. Like, if I were to ride there on one of my horses, I could have ridden there. That's how close it is to where I now have my horses. And I learnt to ride there when I was 7, and I learnt to walk and trot. Congratulations, oh my god, you can rise, trot and sit trot, and I was only on a lunge line, and then I remember the last ever time that I rode until I was like 10. I was off the lunge line just like walking around, and I just remember being like so out of control and having the reins like this and being like, what am I doing? And just struggling. What's the main trait that you look for when buying horses? I don't know, you kind of know when you want the horse. You kind of know what horse you're looking for, and it's always different. Well, it's always been different for me. When I was buying my first horse, it wasn't really my decision, it was like mum being like, I'm sick of looking, so we're gonna have this one, because it was a free lease and then we could just give him back. I didn't want him because he was like 20 years old and he was pretty forward. This is Charlie, by the way. And then after like 2 weeks, she's like, do you want him? And we're like, sure. So we got a free horse. And then for Jerry, I wanted a crossbred thoroughbred, and I found him. I wanted a Clyde cross thoroughbred, that was like my goal, but then I found a Frisian cross thoroughbred and I was like, okay, close enough. And so that's how I got Jerry. Why do you always look so fabulous? Thank you. I like equestrian fashion. I think it's hell good. And to be honest, I like fashion in general, which my mum hates. Actually, everyone in my family hates. They don't appreciate that sort of thing. But, oh no, actually my oldest sister likes fashion as well. But I don't know, I like looking different for some reason. There's just something about it that I enjoy. And then someone just said wow to the photo. It is a very good photo. Thank you, Abby, for editing it for me. It looks sick. And that was Laura Josephine Thompson. And then HLG_equestrian, your favourite equestrian YouTube accounts. I love Jill, Treese, love, and I feel like I'm getting all this dirt on my arm. And then I obviously like my BFF, Kiv, and Abby, and well, I know all my friends pretty much have YouTube accounts. So there's Abby, Kiv, Rebecca, Emma, they all have YouTube accounts, so you can follow them. I'm probably missing like a really good friend of mine's as well, and I feel really bad. I guess Maddie, she has a YouTube account. I guess Amelia does too. Everyone pretty much. And who else do I like? I really like Shelby. I like watching Therese. I sometimes watch Eddie's Gun 91, and I sometimes watch Equiali, but I mainly just follow their Instagrams. And I think that's about it, horse riding wise, that I like watch. I tend to watch more just general YouTubers because that's what I've always done and I really enjoy it. Best riding memory from Aussie Equine. Probably just like galloping full bolt, like somewhere around here. That's probably like one of my best, when it's like kind of cool, when you just like cold air's like whipping your face. That's always like the best thing. Also, actually, Narracourt this year, that was awesome. It was my first ride back, and I wasn't going too fast or anything, like I was going pretty slow for time. But yeah, I was at Narracourt, and there was this part in the course and it was just completely flat land because usually they use it for crops. And so I was just like cantering across this paddock, and all I could hear was him breathing and his hoofs like pounding on the ground, and it was just like silence aside from that, and it was just like awesome to feel that. It was right after a ditch and palisade as well, so I was just like, yes, I got him over it. Melise.faith.annabelle, do you see yourself starting your own business with horses? I think whatever you would choose to do, you would be fabulous at it. Thank you so much. I don't know that I'm good enough. My parents are definitely against me going into the horse riding industry because A, it's so dangerous obviously, and especially when it comes to like breaking in horses and all that, and retraining horses. And also just they see my trainers, they see how hard they work and how little money they get for it even when they're Olympians. So really I love to, honestly, but I do want to have a life where I can have some free time and I'm not working 24/7, because that's what my parents' life is like, and they are like, we gave you this opportunity to do something like whatever you want kind of, but don't choose something where you have to work for the whole rest of your life just to live. Honestly, I would really like to go into writing fashion. That's something I'm really interested in, which is also why I'm doing this like merch thing, as well as people ask me to. I really enjoy that sort of thing. I love writing fashion, as I was saying, and I love companies like Aztec Diamond and Hardy, etc. I love what they've done, and I would love to do something like that, but obviously that costs a lot of money to start. But I'm just doing it small scale for now, and I don't mind if I don't really get any money from it. I just want to be able to produce something and enjoy it, because that's what life's about, enjoying things. Tia Howson with 2 eyes says, future plans for all your horses. I guess I kind of said that sort of thing, but Dexter will be a show jumper. I don't know exactly how high he'll go, but considering he jumped 140 in the 5 bar with ease, he will probably be a good show jumper. I just need to learn how to compress him, and he's definitely getting so much better at that now, so hopefully I'll be able to go high show jumping, because that was always my goal. But I would love to do the Royal Adelaide show with Dexter in the future. I just need to learn how to calm him down and compress him. Jerry, I would love to be able to do 2-star with him one day, but I don't know that that will ever happen. It really just depends how he goes 1-star. And then I don't really know with Pinot yet. It depends how much I can get out of him, whether I sell him on, more so if I get along well with him, which so far I am, but I don't know if he'll be a better little thoroughbred dressage horse and low level eventer than going up the levels, because he is a lot more woe than go, which is good, which is what people want very often. Equine_TJ says, if you could change one thing about Dexter, Jez and Pengu, what would it be and why? Dexter, definitely make him so much more quiet and calm in the brain, or perhaps smarter. It's hard to say. It might come hand in hand, those things. And Jerry, probably make him more conformationally accurate, that sounds so stupid, but more conformationally sound for jumping larger jumps, if that makes sense. And Pengu, make him more forward. He is so freaking lazy. I just want a more forward horse out of him. I don't know how my like ex-race horse is the most lazy one of the 3. Talia Horses says, how long has it taken you to get from EVA 60 to 1-star? I did my one and only EVA 60 with Jerry in 2013, so 14, 15, 16, 17. 4 years it took, and that's like taking it easy, because some horses can literally do it in a year. Heel.equestrian said, if you got to compete anywhere in the world, where and why? I don't know, because I've seen the American scene. I feel like I would want to try somewhere in Europe. Oh, but Spruce Meadows would be so awesome, or somewhere like that, like Hickstead. I don't know, one of those like famous show jumping places. What do you think about rodeos, and would you ever barrel race? I don't know. Oh, and that was Caitlin_Mitchell178. I've been to one rodeo, and that was in Yellowstone National Park, and I don't know, I used to think they were incredibly abusive, but it is hard to say without seeing the inner workings of rodeos. I do think high-level rodeos are probably not okay. Like, there's a few things that people do that probably aren't right, but I know the like small family rodeo that I went to, it all seemed fun. Like, it seemed like they were treating the animals like literally their pets, and they just got them out kind of to perform every so often, and they'd rotate the cows and they'd rotate the horses, so they weren't doing it like every week or every night or however long they did it. I can't remember, probably like twice a week. So I guess that's my kind of thoughts with rodeos. I don't really know. I don't know enough about them to criticize them or to praise them. And would I ever barrel race? I'd try it, but I don't know, once again, how I'd get involved with that sort of thing. Like, I find it really interesting, but the most I've ever done it is like in Pony Club. There's all these weird sounds happening around me. The Bay Standard Bread says, top 5 favourite YouTubers, what colour free jumps will you buy next, and what discipline would you like to try? What is your favourite Lemieux currently? So I kind of did my top favourite YouTubers. Oh, I didn't do non-horsey ones. So non-horsey YouTubers is definitely like Jillian Solomita, Jenna Marbles, probably like Safia Nangard or something like that. Sorry, I'm so bad with pronunciation. And God, there's so many. I watch so many YouTubers. I watch Shane a fair bit. I watch Zoella a little bit. I watch H3H3. I love H3H3. And I watch their podcast, like I listen to it in the car and stuff. I love mystery things, so there's a few mystery people that I watch. I watch Shani Grimmond, I watch Patricia Bright, like I watch a lot of YouTubers and I love it. It's too hot to be filming right now. I will buy brown free jumps next for sure. What discipline do I want to try? I kind of want to see what high level dressage, but I want to see what high level all disciplines are like. I don't know, what would I like to try? Probably the most I would like to try is barrel racing. Like I do want to try that out and see how that is different, because it looks very different. My favourite Lemieux, I really like my brown one, but I really like the caramel one that I just got too as well. I love my corn blue and I love my teal. They're probably my favourites. MRW.equine says, where do you see yourself going in the future? Who is the main person you look to be riding wise? I assume that's look up to, and I kind of said that before. Going in the future with riding, I want to keep going as far as I possibly can. Aside from riding, look, deciding what I'm doing with the rest of my life is kind of freaking me out, not gonna lie. So I do want to work in my family business, but it really just depends if I can or not. Elena.and.woody, what is the one Instagram account that you look up to? Also, what is your thoughts on draw reins? One Instagram that I look up, I have so many that I like. To be honest, I like ones with like really cool photos. So who? What? Jessie Drent, maybe? There's a lot, but I feel like I haven't found my like holy grail Instagram, which would probably be like nice photos, but like all round things. Hey guys, so I'm just currently editing this video and I just realised that the camera cut out in it, so I'm gonna go on with that sentence. So my ultimate favourite Instagrammer, if I could have like a holy grail one, would post photos of like competitions as well as like riding bareback round the barn, and like would have nice horses and they have like nice good quality photos. That would probably be my favourite. And so that, and also two that I really love are My Little Ponies and also Amber. She used to be called Little Grey Arab, but now she's, I think, Amber's eventing team, I think, or something like Amber Equestrian or something. Sorry, I can't remember her new name. I just remember her as like Little Grey Arab, which was like up until earlier in the year she changed it. But yeah, they're my favourite Instagrams probably, and that's it for this video. And that's it for this vlog. I will see you tomorrow for a more horse related vlog, I think. I can't remember if the day after I did horsey things or not. But anyway, I will see you for the next Vlogmas. Bye guys!